Hello everyone, how are you? So today we are with our next video. Today we would be looking at a new topic that's called decoy, and we would be covering a series of 4 or 5 tactical videos of decoy pinning the line, decoy removing the square. So different parts of it. Today will be looking at the decoy technique. Now, what do you mean by decoy? The decoy in chess is finding a poison square that your opponent would never want to go. Okay, so for your if he goes to that square, he's mated or he's losing a piece. So you're making a series of moves which is compulsory for him to go to that square, and he is poisoned to go to that square, right? So let's start to understand decoy checkmate with 5 examples, and we'll be wrapping the video with 5 examples. So let's look at this first position. It is back to play, and I would suggest you to pause the video for a minute and think. Now, I hope you would have think on the first thing. Now, when you look at the first position, you look that both the squares are closed. These two squares are closed because of the queen and the rook. And he's not able to go anywhere. So, so black plays the move queen e1. So white has no choice. So that's what he's poisoned to move the square which he does not want it to go. And you're making a compulsion to do that. And now rook g1, checkmate. Okay, so that's the first position. Let's look at the second position about uh, how to get there. Now I would once more, at every position I would suggest you to pause the video for a minute and think it. Because then only your tactical and calculation skills and visualization and imagination would improve. Okay, now if you look at this position, the king cannot go in at these 3 squares because of the queen. He cannot go in this square because of the queen. He cannot go into this square because of the pawn. Here the pawn, but he can go here. So if I'm able to close that square and with a check, I get a checkmate and win the game. So what should I do? So a very interesting move is g5 check. Now he has no choice, but he has to compulsion and take the pawn, and now it's a checkmate. All right, once more, let's see. G5 check, checkmate. Now let's look at the third position of a decoy. The third position of a decoy is, I would say, an interesting position. It's black to play and do the decoy. Now let's see where does this white king go. The white king can not go in this square because the rook is controlling the square. He can go here. Now, if I would be in your place, and I would imagine that if the queen can come on the head of the king, there is support. It's a checkmate, and that is a very common pattern. So let's say, for example, if I give this check, then we go with that. Now, checkmate. Got it. So we complete the third position. Now, let's go to the fourth position. Now, looking at this first position, what do we look at? We look at the king is not going to anywhere. The king is going to only win square, and that is a white square, and that is the king. Okay, so the first move that comes is knight f5 check. Now, what will the black king do? The black king has two choices. He can go on this square, or he can go on this square. If he goes on this square, this is a checkmate, and if he goes on this square, that's the main variation. Then we give a check. He has to take it. Then it's a checkmate. because the knight is controlling the square. And let's say, for example, he takes it, you put the queen and it's a checkmate. And let's say, for example, you put it and you say he goes there, then this is a checkmate. Let's revise the puzzle. Knight f5 check, king g8, check, king takes it, check, check, checkmate. And now let's move to our final position as a fifth diagram, which is somewhat interesting. I would like you to solve this as a fifth position, and it's very interesting. After looking at 4 puzzles, I think you should get some good ideas how to do that. Okay, so let's start to see this. Now, where's the black king going? The black king is going only one square. If I were to close that, things are going to be pretty good for me. So, see, any position when you solve, there are 3 things that you need to look at. The first thing that you should look is possible check. The second thing you should look at is possible exchange. And third is what you look is the unsupported piece. Majority of all the puzzles always rotate around these 3 things. So let's have a possible check. White plays rook at 7 check. Now black takes it. If it does not take it, let's say for example, if it goes here, then white can put the queen here and then it's going to be a checkmate, or there is a second checkmate, so it's pretty unstoppable. So white takes it, black takes it, white takes it, white give a check. Now if he goes back, it's a checkmate. Now you give a check, he takes it. Now you give a check. Now he cannot come here because the knight is there. He has only one move, the knight. Now to takes knight check, and it's a mate because the bishop is controlling the square, and the knight is controlling the square, and the pawn is controlling the square. So all the squares are closed. Let's revise the puzzle. Rook at 7, possible check, possible check, possible check, check. Okay. So what do? You do decoy. You put the king into a poison square that he does not want to go, and you get a mating pattern which you want to have it. Hope you like the videos, and we will be covering more series of decoys to improve your tactical skills. Kindly do like, comment and share and subscribe the videos and press the bell button, and do share your inputs. We would be happy to know about it if we can improve more about it and we can add more to our videos. Have a good day. Take care. Stay blessed. Bye bye.